It's about the same amount of damage. This would reduce our physical damage. So I'm gonna just lean on the mercenary being just physical damage boost for us. So we can hopefully eventually get like a good physical damage weapon for ourselves. I am kind of disheartened by how little like physical damage boost we've gotten on weapons so far. That is a little bit saddening. But it's not the end of the world. Healing potions, we actually do need to finish stocking those up. Mercenary has trouble with skeletons. We just come in and one-shot him. Poor Mercenary, always being upstaged. He tried hard. He came, he saw, he tried, he failed. And I'm not going to bother with just, like, the one skeleton sitting over there. It's not going to do enough damage to me to make me, like, have to go back and kill it. It's also not going to be doing enough to make me be convinced that its little bit of experience is going to be worth it. We are getting pretty decent levels for killing as much as we are, but... Hey, it's a waypoint. Lovely. So the way we need to go is... down left? Because I'm pretty sure it can't spawn top right here. Yeah, go through there. And if I'm misclicking today, it really is just mental exhaustion. I know I shouldn't be recording while tired, but I do need to get caught back up to where I was. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Oh, lordy. Oh, I would love to... Weirdly enough, if I could do this full time, it would reduce so much stress in my life. Even if I was writing scripted things every day. That is a really short floor, too. Bonk. Ooh, that guy survived more than one hit. But that is just my life. And I know some people get annoyed whenever I talk about YouTube too much. It's just like... It is something that is on the mind lately. And frankly, I have seen the stress piling up on other YouTubers I either have collaborated with, or worked with, or watch regularly. There is a stress floating around that is kind of sad. Meteor on striking would be kind of nice. Lightning skill damage would be even better. Slows target. I think we might actually have a winner to beat out the gold skin. What does this do? 7,700, 8,000. And actually, I think this goes down whenever we lose the plus skills. Yeah. You have to wait for it to kind of update everything just a little bit. And plus 15% skill damage, I don't think is taken into account on there. On the holy shock damage. 210% enhanced damage, deadly strike. We're going to be losing a lot if we go with that. And it does not that much damage. The average is going to be about the same, so we'll get rid of you. We could lose redemption. That's the downside of getting like good armors and stuff like that, is we're looking at it like, is that worth getting rid of redemption on our mercenary for? Because that redemption aura, it's not going to show up on anything else. So, he's going to keep it. I did allow duplicate props, but I think that only allows duplicate props on a given item. So like an item could have 2 enhanced damage things on it. But I'm not 100% certain that's how it works. Because I haven't taken apart the mod. Some people have. Some people have like dissected it and looked at all the little details and nooks and crannies in it. I don't have the patience for that right now. So that's a dead end, I think. Maybe. I think it is, though. Yeah, it's a dead end. So we're almost the inner cloister now. We could bug our mercenary if we wanted to for Nightmare. I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm only going to do it whenever I feel it starts being necessary. I want to see how long he survives just as a Dudo without the bug. Of course, we might accidentally bug him, but I'm not going to intentionally bug him for a while. I know that it bothers some people whenever I do intentionally bug the mercenary. It's just, it preserves sanity. So maybe I should actually do a video over useful bugs in Diablo. Because that would fall under the, this is a useful bug that you can use yourself to actually make your life a little bit easier in Diablo. There's stupid useless bugs. There's the Immortal Barbarian bug, which you'd think, oh, Immortal Barbarian, that sounds extremely useful. It's not. It's garbage. You can't move. So it's basically, if you need to tank something hard, like if you are helping somebody with the Ancients, And you have a sword that gives you Inferno. Oh god, yes, 100% roll that. Beautiful bean footage. And you can just be immortal and tank them while the other person does all of the work that they can. So, it's a thing. I should show that off. I should show off the bugs that I know of or that I think are interesting. I think the reason why he becomes immortal is because it's the leap animation. So, Zeal, level 15. So, yeah, you get 10% attack rating per level. Could boost Sacrifice as well to boost damage even more, but we're doing enough as is. We're not doing ungodly amounts of damage, but we're doing enough. So I think we've already seen the Warhammer. I'm just going to double check it. Have we seen it before? Looks like it. Oh, it's got a decent amount of damage. Hit blinds target. This does a bit more max. This is just way better average. I think the flail is better. Boosts our min up to almost 2,000 though, so that's not terrible. This slows target, that gives us resists. I think we stay with the resists. I would like more damage. If we have the opportunity to take advantage of more physical damage, I will totally take it. But I don't think that's going to be enough. I think we want over 200 to be our base physical damage. So, exceptional or elite unique would be good. Dirk is funny but not good. It doesn't do enough damage. Otherwise, it would be great. Spike Shield, I think we've already seen. In fact, I think we have it equipped, now that I'm thinking about it. Don't we have that equipped? Yeah, we have Swordback Hold equipped. We already know what you is. Where's our big green guy? Or did we already kill him? I think we... Oh, there he is. Oh, we didn't kill him. He just dropped two things we could potentially have better versions of. Paladin skills. Oh, yes. +1 all skills versus +1 paladin skills. And this has this does not have resist on it, does it? No. In fact, it lowers our resists because it says 10% resist all. 8,099 versus 7,742. So why is that enhancing our damage even more? Because the magic damage is being added on it. So we'll keep the Angelic Halo. If we get another one, that might be a good like alternate choice because the enhanced damage and stuff like that. We can play with some crazy things. Bonk and another bonk. Mercenary can handle it, just very, very slowly. Because that's how he roll. And this is going to be a dead end, I think. So let's check down first, then we'll just kind of do our lap around. Glad we went down first. So Cat 2. I'm not going to bother hunting for the waypoint unless we run into just like... Actually, I can't think of any reason why we would absolutely need the waypoint unless we run into it first. So, down we go. Because Andariel should not be difficult for this, especially with 75% poison resist. Oh no, it's lower than it was. It's lower than 95 poison resist. Ah! So terrifying. It's really not. Let's see. Bonk. And thank you guys for lurking, by the way. I'm not going to call people out. That's a promise that I kind of make. If you just want to watch, just sit there and let it sit with the browser open and watch. You don't feel obligated to like chat it up with me. My job is to chat it up and keep the air filled. Your job is to just enjoy the content. That's your job. Do your job. I just saw there and I was like, you guys aren't chatting, but I should probably acknowledge your existence in life. Give you some acknowledgement. You exist and you are important to me. Oh, we are overburdened. That needs to be identified. Is that any good? 2 skills, enhanced damage, replenish life, a bunch of resists, and replenish quantity. Is that better than Milibrega's? Amp damage, lifesteal. I think amp damage is better. Chain boots are Shadow Discipline's assassin skills. We've already actually seen that. It's basically tiny. I'm trying to remember the name of that unique boot. There's an elite unique boot that is the assassin boot. It's got kick skills. No. That'd be funny on a mercenary. Hey, Popto. I think I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm not 100% positive. If this is self-repair, that would be awesome. Damage reduced by oh, Jesus. Sanctuary Aura, +3 Druid skills, enhanced damage, attack rating, Bone Spirit, all resistances, and damage reduction. We might need to go an Act 5 Mercenary. Because that would be... We'd be giving up on concentration, though, but that would be hilarious. Hilarious. Because that damage reduction really does work. It goes up to 50% physical damage reduction, by the way. The physical damage reduction caps out differently than the elemental and magic damage reductions. Elemental and magic are a thing. Oh, Pepe? Okay. Popeto. Okie dokie. I'm bad at pronouncing names. That's why I don't ever give people grief about mispronouncing my name. I have been called pretty much everything under the sun resembling my name. Alzarath, Azurath, Azeroth, Astatoth. The list goes on. In fact, on a Wander's stream, I get mistaken for one of the mods a lot. I mean, I've known Wander longer than the mod, but I'm not a super chatty person whenever I'm watching other people's streams. I know. Oh, sadness. But mostly, I'm not big on chatting in other people's streams too much unless I have something either to add or the community makes me feel like, okay, I can get away with just, like, enjoying the content like a casual viewer. Because even at my small size, I get the random, oh, I watch your YouTube videos. Oh, thanks. We're depriving from other people's conversations here. And it's hard to, like, have a back and forth conversation where people are like, hey, I know you. Recognize me. No. If you want me to recognize you, chat on my channel. I enjoy chatting with people, but as far as chatting on other people's streams, it gets kind of awkward. And I'm not going to begrudge them for it. It's perfectly normal. You meet someone that you watch and you're like, oh crap, I did not expect to run into you here. It's not a problem to me to, like, recognize that, hey, this is normal. This isn't awkward for them. It's just, it's there. +3 to redemption. Hey, we're getting a lot of redemption today. Is this our redemption arc? No, we're not Tulkas. And he failed his redemption arc a few times now. But, yeah. Let's go ahead and smack these guys. And yes, you are welcome to tell him I mentioned him in this video. But if you do, if you mention that I mentioned him in this video, don't tell him the timestamp. Make him watch the whole video. He's a very determined Hoosier, so... Whenever he stops trying to turn people into tents. Oh, dang. Your internet is crap and the quality is high. Oh. Unfortunately, since I'm not a partner, I'm too small, unfortunately, to get the better encoders. If there's not a lot of people streaming at a given time, I can get the good encoders and it'll, like, let you adjust the quality, but it's kind of a just roll of the dice for me. If I was a partner, I'd have a better chance. Which kind of sucks because I know there's a few people who don't get to watch because... Yes, I stream at 1080p because that's what I record at. And broadcasting at a different resolution is actually kind of not easy to do. I would have to set up a dual rig, and frankly, the other computer I have doesn't work. So I would have to fix it. Critical Strike, 35% Magic Find, and Glacial Spike on attack versus Confuse, Paladin skills, and Lifesteal. And auto repair, apparently. Let's go ahead and just clean up the inventory a little bit. And kill Andariel. We'll worry about whether we're going to use these boots later on. Frankly, I don't think any of these is a bad decision. Yeah, in some parts there, in Latin America, it is definitely all over the place as far as quality. There's a few places that actually do have good quality, but it's few and far between. Did we? Yeah, we've seen that before. And she'll give me the tune portal. And we have murdered her, and we've gained, what? 5 levels in 40 minutes. So, 5 levels in, like, episode or 2? Episode and a half? More zeal. Since I think we already have... No, we do not have max salvation yet, but it's fine.
Good to see you.
Welcome, brother.
Welcome, Brother Paladin. What? What do you have to tell me? I think this is better than that. Twitch throw is good, but not on mercenary. Okay. Keep forgetting whether I give it to him or not. But I think this is just better than Twitch throw. It does lower resist a bit, but it's not that bad. This does give us resist, but I don't think we're going to need it. Tarnhelm is not going to be useful for us, I don't think. And between these two, I think the life tap is going to be better. Although we have that for mercenaries. Belt-wise, this is just good. I think we'll get rid of this one. And Hotspurs versus Inferno Stride. I do wonder why all the boots are fire-based. It is worth noting that one thing I do is whenever I'm listening to streams, sometimes I'll actually turn off the video unless there's something in particular I'm looking for. And just listen to the audio. There's an option for it on mobile. I actually have to do that if I'm out and about and actually trying to watch a stream. Because my my internet whenever I'm going via the phone is kind of... It's not bad, it just doesn't handle Twitch well. It doesn't handle live streaming it. Handles YouTube just fine. 20 all attributes, critical strike, cold damage. I think we are going to still try to go for the physical damage. I think we definitely want to keep those boots, though. Ward shield would be good for physical damage. Yeah, we have a reason for keeping a lot of this stuff. It's just not necessarily a good reason. Angelic Halo we definitely want to keep. Those are our 2 decent rings there. Minus 5% enemy lightning resist if we wanted it. I think we're going to stick with the... Where is it? Minus 55%. We could actually get it down to negative 60% if we wanted to. But I think we'll get rid of these just to free up some room. This spear is very tempting on Mercenary, by the way. But I think we're fine using the concentration one. We are going to switch over to a Might Aura one as well. So, yeah, we're going to have to strip them down anyway. Boop, boop, and boop. So, if I remember correctly, Might is combat? I'm gonna double check real quick. Just double check which aura he is, just real quick. Yes, Might is offense, Nightmare. Okay. Thorns is combat. I always it's hard for me to remember them off the top of my head. So we've got Azrael, we got Hassin, we have Niraj. Okay, we're looking for offensive. So it's Durga, Protham, and Azrael. We're gonna get Durga because Durga do what Durga do. So, I know that sounds very weird to say, but I don't have a problem with Durga. We've had good and bad luck with Durga as a mercenary in the past. And I do like saying Durga do what Durga do, because it makes me happy on the inside for some weird, random-ass reason. And Hexfire we're keeping for now. We're probably not going to actually use it. But that would be fun to like throw on an Act 5 mercenary. We're not going to get an Act 5 mercenary. Who are we kidding? We're going Might and Concentration. Sell it, enjoy our lives. So hopefully your late evening is going well. I had to stop and look at what time it was and be like, maths. Rotate the globe a little bit. Figure it out. Let my brain do some functions. How's Mercenary doing? Not too amazing. But his redemption will. Let's see. Bonk. Pike is probably not worth it. If I remember correctly, we've already identified it once in normal difficulty. And it doesn't matter that we recorded this in separate sessions. Since we left normal difficulty, it would have reset the pool of what uniques had been found anyway, so we would have been seeing these again. No, it does not randomize the stats again until we rerun the... there you go. Until we rerun the randomizer. I could rerun it in between. Not going to do it on this one. I was thinking about it. I considered it. I was like, for consistency's sake and for expediency's sake, we won't. If I do one where I do re-randomize it frequently, I think I might do it act by act. So we do Act 1, leave the game, re-randomize, go to Act 2, do that one. As soon as we get to Act 3, we exit the game, re-randomize, that kind of stuff. Might be what I do. Just to re-randomize the uniques. That means that you would find all kinds of interesting things, weird combos, but it also means that you'd actually be a little bit... trying to think of how to phrase it. More likely to get a whole bunch of nothing. Especially if we went with, like, a low count of mods. Like, exceptionally low count, like 3 or 4. Make it more like they're rares. There is no uniques. The randomizer. That, honestly, we could actually... It wouldn't be that challenging to do an all uniques run. Or a no uniques run. No uniques, you're pretty much not guaranteed to get uniques anyway. So identify that. We've already seen this, I think. Yeah, not a lot on it. The Blade Talons are a failed unique. Static field on striking. Ooh. That might be the better option for his helmet. We lose some life leech, but that static field on striking, it will ramp up his damage significantly. Of course, putting it on our head would boost our damage significantly as well, but we'd lose 50% resist all, which, yeah, outside of fire resistance, we kind of need. Whereas he gets passive resistance gain, so I guess we lose the enhanced damage. We do actually have 15% life leech anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. That is a significant boost. Oh, because it's 45 min-max. Okay, and 370% enhanced damage on top of concentration and stuff like that. Yeah, he be doing good. Goodbye, cruel Millibrega's diadem. That amplify damage would have been nice. But it never seemed to proc anyway, so... I mean, it proc, what, like twice the entire time we were using him? So more salvation. We'll go into more zeal soon enough. Does he actually have might up yet, or no? Doesn't look like it. No, he doesn't. It's just cycling between the two for now. So he still doesn't even have full damage. He doesn't have his might damage on there. So we have done the Radament. We're making pretty good time in Nightmare, by the way. But yeah, I wish I could tell them, hey, I have a significant audience that would like to watch this at 480p. Can I at least get like 2 encodings, maybe? Or at least, I do wish that they, even if they, I'm trying to think of how to phrase this in a way that makes sense. Basically, I kind of wish they would make it so that affiliates got like maybe 3 quality options, whereas partners got more. Just give us like a reduced processing option. Give us 480, 720, and 1080. Those are like the 3 most common ones for different connections. Yeah, there's some connections that can't even handle 480, but that would at least get everybody. And you'd still have, like, everything from 160 to 1440 for the... Actually, you might actually even get... I don't know if Twitch supports 4K. I'm not positive. I haven't actually checked that. I don't ever plan to stream at 4K because there's no real benefit to it. Because most of my audience watches at 1080p or lower. Some watch at 1440. At least those that I know. So, yeah. I would like to see 360, 720, and 1080. Just give me like the major ones. If you need to make the 720 and the 360 at 30 FPS, that's fine. Heck, if you want my 1080 at 30 FPS, that's I can switch over to that. I actually prefer the 60 FPS because I do play NES games and stuff like that. And a few other like retro games. And 60 FPS is a little bit more in sync with actually being able to see what's going on. Because unfortunately, at 30 FPS, you'll sometimes get that thing where you'll have a flashing sprite, fake translucency effect. And you won't be able to see a sprite on the stream, but the person playing will, whereas the person watching won't, so it gets confusing. And that's one thing a lot of people don't actually realize is what you see on the stream is not always what I see on my end. It's not one of those things that's like super freaking common. And sorry for the little duck out on the audio there and the little flash. Is this auto repair? No, of course not. But yeah, what I see on my end and what you see on your end are not always the same. And that's just because the game might be running at a different FPS, and it's losing frames that, like, the frame that it captures is going to be like a blank frame for something. And on your end, but on my end, it's just like one frame out of however many. It's one reason why I think 60 FPS is kind of like the sweet spot. You can watch it at 30 FPS, though, and the encoding is usually pretty good about catching, hey, the next frame has this frame doesn't. It's probably flickering. But, yeah. Let's see, identify you. Not terrible. And why I identify the small charm, I don't know. I need to probably look at them and try and get, like, some resistances off small charms, but... Peh. Okay, we're level 50. We're going to be pretty decent level by the time we get through hell. If we keep going at players 8. Wow, did we just whiff on everybody? I think we did. Chance hit them 87%. Which isn't bad. Missing 3 in a row? That was probably just one of the general bugs that happens. So identify you, faster cast, crushing blow, increased chance of blocking. I think I prefer his static field. Go, mercenary, go! Yep, there you go. Cudgel. Too bad the chance of you getting self-repair onto one of the, like, natural ethereal ones is so freaking low that it's not even worth honestly checking them at this point, I don't think. I mean, we might run across it randomly with some, like, amazing thing on there, but... And I really am surprised by how few enhanced damage things we've actually been finding on weapon. Because I would like to have some decent weapon damage things going on. But I don't think we're going to get it unless we get, like, really lucky later on. Watch us end up, like, getting a lightsaber and it's got, like, 600% enhanced damage or some crazy amount. That'd be hilarious. For the most part, the enemies are not going to be a threat until we get to hell difficulty. And even then, if we get the right gear, we might not have a problem either. So, yeah, I'm not seeing the exit down here. So let's go up, and we'll check around the edge of the top. Yes, my luck is pretty much I have to wander around the entire edge of some of these places. We don't need cubes, so we don't need to go there. And I don't think we're going to... Oh, hey! Yay! We didn't have to go wandering the entire, like, perimeter of the place. So Far Oasis is going to be the maggot hole. We do want to get the waypoint here if at all possible before we get the maggot hole. Amulet could be... there's actually a decent number of amulets that could drop now. I have at Lick a few of the mid-tier amulets, so... course, we get Nokazan Relic again. We already have one. So my need for it is very minimal. Okay, so there's a tier rune. Don't need it. We need a tall, actually. Enhanced damage. That's actually not bad. Base damage. With meditation and concentration, he probably go... Okay, he doesn't have concentration because that's on his scythe. I don't think we'll actually beat the damage with that. It'd have to be fairly significant damage working with might to actually overcome that. I still find it hilarious. We are doing enough damage on players 8 to actually just rip through all this stuff. So salvation, life, we're going to hit 1,000 by mid-nightmare. And he is doing enough damage to actually keep up with us almost. Almost being the key word. There's one of our meteors. Let chaos reign. I don't know. I find these kind of like a satisfying distraction between the more serious runs. Because generally we are going to just end up overpowered unless I completely nerf uniques. I could actually... I wonder... it would not be too easy. I would have to figure out a way to modify the drop files. So there's Maggot Layer. But I think it'd be interesting to do an all-white run. But I don't think that would be feasible. Honestly, it might not even be feasible in Classic. It would be a little bit more feasible in Classic, where you're using all just plain white gear. No magic, no rare, no anything like that. I was thinking about that, but it's not going to be that great. It would be really just grindy. It'd be a challenge run. The disenchanted run is probably what I'd call it. But if someone wants to make me a mod for that, I'll try it. Hey, a Ko-rune. Not even going to bother picking it up. Because we're not doing rune words very much. This is our non-rune word run, man. I think someone was actually... No, someone was requesting a no rune word run. Which is not infeasible. There's a few rune words that I would miss. Insight, Spirit, and Stealth being the 3 big ones. Lore would probably be a missed one as well. But it's not going to be that important. So. Kill all them. Dodge. Where is our waypoint, guys? You need to stop blocking me from it. You're not making me very happy. And do I plan to cover Diablo 2 in the resurrected format? Depends on situations. I want to. And now that they've said that we can actually transfer our save files over, I'm more likely to. I would just put all my Go Mule stuff on... Actually, it depends on how able you are to just... If the new format would still be supported by Go Mule, that'd make it even easier. But I'm not positive on whether that would actually work that way. Okay, I can't find the waypoint. Let's see, waypoint. So it's got to be down on the bottom. And it's got to be down on the bottom of the bottom. Bottom left, if that makes sense. So we're going to go there and check. And yes, I'm hydrating regularly. Let's see. And I think, oddly enough, the discussion last time about not being able to use the points for the, what are they called? Predictions, because it's a gambling thing. I think that might also be one of the reasons why you're disallowed from using channel points to trigger giveaways and stuff like that. Because I actually thought about for a while, and I did my research, and glad I did, because I could have gotten myself banned from the platform if I would have just gone ahead with it and asked for forgiveness later situation. Because they prohibit using channel points to trigger a giveaway in the channel. I was actually going to use it to have like a community event if certain number of people are active at once, and a certain number of channel points were kind of put towards the goal, I would do a channel giveaway. It would not guarantee you'd get the game, but I would just dig into my old, like, spare key library, because I do have spare keys for, like, press copies and stuff like that, or copies I've gotten from Humble Bundle but already had, that kind of stuff. Crushing Blow, all skills, Holy Bolt when struck. Oh, we've already seen that one, haven't we? Increased chance of blocking. Nah. Neither of those really interest me. And we're over 1,000 life, finally. We're closing in on max salvation, too. So our synergies are almost maxed out. This one is going to be an awkward map, because the right turn is... Let's see. Yeah, we do have... I don't think this is going to turn into the proper kind of right turn. I think it's going to be a loop one, where we go up and then back down.